But, fuck, it's broken. Okay, you know what? It's broken. We tried.
Whoa!
Whoa! It's apparently not broken, but you know. But, alright, whatever. We're playing some Resident Evil 4. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm all about it. Let's go.
Resident Evil 4.
Her eyes! No! She was just like, I'm just looking around. Alright, let's see how this goes. 2004. I'll never forget it. Dude, right?
Talk about near-death experience.
Ashley, get out of there!
It was the year everything changed. I became the president's daughter,
Kidnapped.
and soon after, the target of a
In
cult.
order to give her our power, and then send her down.
15 years have passed since that horrendous incident. And in all that time, I've never told anyone my side of the story. My name is Ashley Graham. And it's about time. Oh my god, okay. Just breathe, we have this. Chapter 1. Holding on to a hero. Oh my god. Exams are done, thank goodness. I can't believe I'm gonna make a C in government. I can just hear Daddy griping about it.
Think of the headline, Ashley. President's daughter can barely pass college government course. Administration's credibility in doubt.
Eddie. Ow! It's not that it was hard, just supremely dull. Politics is already tedious, and it didn't help that Dr. Hollycock is the robot made. Excuse me? Where are all the young, passionate teachers? That's what my generation needs. Dad is always pushing me to find a pet project. I guess I'll have plenty of time to think of a pitch on the way back to DC. For now, better hurry and find my driver before Jenna comes sniffing around for my grades. I pulled out my phone to call my driver, only to find that the battery had died while I was taking my exam. Darn. I really need to remember to charge this thing more often. I don't need Daddy griping me about that too. Well, at least John is the predictable sort. He'll probably just be outside my residence hall. I started walking towards my sorority building and quickly spotted my driver's usual car. The person standing next to the car, however, was anything but expected. Oh, baby. Look at those biceps, those forearms. What is it? Excuse me, sir, but are you looking for me?
You're Ashley Graham.
Yeah, listen. If this is about my father slashing the veterans budget, I don't...
No, I'm your bodyguard. I've been sent by the president to escort you back home.
Oh, Dad told me that I'd be getting a new bodyguard. Right, look at that. Gee, not sponsored, by the way.
Caught you off guard, didn't I?
In the flesh. Caught you off guard, didn't I?
The veterans budget, not like this. Yeah, definitely. Although, did something change? Dad said I wouldn't meet my new bodyguard till I got back home.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes to the, change of plans. We received intel suggesting you might be a target for a kidnapping.
What, here at Harvard?
We don't know exactly, but they didn't want to take any chances. That's why I'm here.
What's with the dubious chuckle? Probably just another dude who thinks muscles are a good replacement for tact. Been there, done them. Well, Mr. Bodyguard, do you have a name to go by?
It's, Claws. Done them.
Oh! Claus, huh? Is that German or Austrian, maybe? You do remind me a little of Arnold Schwarzenegger. With the muscles and the, scowl.
When I was in the military, a few did call me the Terminator.
Yeah! I really don't want to know the context.
Hey, don't go anywhere.
Huh, can't say I would have pinned him as a dedicated recycler. It really doesn't play to the stereotype. Or to stereotype, guys, I don't know how to read.
Anyway, are you ready to go?
Well, I was thinking of grabbing a few things from my dorm room.
We'll arrange for it to be brought to you. Don't know who we can trust out here.
Claus cares for the environment. This is the lore that we need, guys. This is all of the lore that we need. Oh, come on. It'll only take a few minutes. Besides, my roommate... Hey, Ashley, wait up! I looked to my right to see Jenna running toward us much faster than anyone would think possible in 6-inch heels. Plus, do you know what that sound is?
No.
It's the sound of a bitch. I made an A in government, and I'm here to gloat. I can't be here for this. Act like we're in a hurry, Klaus.
Some of us are, Ash.
I waved dismissively to Jenna as I approached the passenger door. Sorry, Jenna, I'm kinda in danger. I'll write you on AIM. AIM, boys. 2004. Klaus and I left inside the car. It smells like John's car, but John doesn't usually keep it this neat. Maybe Klaus cleaned it out. Is something grown men actually do after other grown men's car?
America Online. Oh, finally.
Oh, stop complaining and just go.
Consider it done.
Klaus started the car, which kept me from hearing what Jenna was trying to say as she ran up to the door. I hate that I have to indulge her just to keep her from gossiping about me to the press. She doesn't even want to talk to me. She just wants to compare bodyguards and grades. Well, Klaus, you're part of the Grammarly now. The Grammarly. So you should roll down the windows and say hi. Maybe then Jenna will go away. Ashley, oh my god, is this your new... Oh my god, what? Did he just flashbang her? Oh my god, Klaus, did you just blow up Jenna?
Just a flash grenade. Can't take any chances.
Jeez, Klaus. Clow? Gee, Clow. Jenna's a snub, not a terrorist.
Just trying to have fun.
Relax, princess. Just trying to have fun.
Wow, combat really does dark things to some people's sense of entertainment. It says beep now, not sponsored, by the way. You do well to remember that kind of fun tends to end in lawsuits, Klaus, and that's swimming in those enough as is. Klaus drove away, leaving Jenna to cling to her eyes in fear and confusion. It was one of the few times I felt kinship with Jenna, and then I remembered how she stole the guy I crushed on 2 years. Dude, Jenna, you bitch! It says, dude, what a thought! Come on, bro! Take me on a joyride. Wouldn't have taken Klaus for the Samba type. I wonder if he's... Well, Ashley, you can't think those things. Did I just not... Okay, here we go. Did I not just say it doesn't pay to stereotype? Getting worried that hypocrisy is hard-coded into the Grand Fam gene pool. Oh, hell yeah, dude. So I wish he'd say something. This music is somehow just making the silence even more awkward. We can entertain a few more questions. Seriously, what do I say? So how much fun are steroids? God, there's gotta be something. I turned the music knob down a little and Klaus's eyes darted towards me. Definitely should avoid the steroid question. Guys, obviously. So, you have any special someone back home waiting for you? It's cool if you're single too, nothing wrong with that. I'm single. I just thought maybe someone had snatched you up. I mean, what girl can resist silence, scars, and muscles, right? Yeah.
I like men.
Oh, yeah! I'm glad to know we have that in common. It's important to have shared interests. Her face. She's like, oh, shit. Man, I so called that. So, I can't believe John didn't even say anything to me. I know he didn't like me that well, but he was my driver for the last 2 years. Did you meet him before you came here? Kappa Pride, let's go.
Yeah, I saw him.
Oh yeah? What'd he say?
Good riddance.
Oh my god. Well, that's unkind, but it does sound like something John would say. Well, hopefully we'll get along better.
I think we're gonna get along just fine.
Oh, me too! You know, throwing grenades at Jenna notwithstanding, I mean, it was kind of funny in hindsight, but it's like Dad is always telling me, we have to anticipate the optics.
In my world, the optics are for bureaucrats to worry about. I get stuff done.
Right, man of action and all that, but ladies aren't butterflies, Clow. We like a little sensitivity. Guys, take notes. Take notes. Right, you know, it's like that other thing Dad is always saying. The tongue is a gun best left in its holster. Unless you're a boyfriend Dad doesn't know about, of course. Ow!
Enough chit-chat, we're taking a detour.
A detour where? Whoa! Gross! I swerved onto a dirt road off the highway. The speed he was going, I felt like my intestines had become a trampoline for my stomach. The path eventually leveled as we came into a clearing, allowing me to complain properly. Oh wait, fuck, this is actually... What's the big deal, Klaus? You're not Mad Max!
They wanted you back ASAP. Just doing my job.
And if he's this intense just doing his job, I feel sorry for his boyfriends.
Alright, we're here, let's go.
Klaus brought the car to a screeching halt and motioned me for me to get out. Where is here, exactly?
The helipad, we're gonna fly. You okay with that?
And if you're gonna cop an attitude...
This
guy's something else. He's being all pissy with me, but it's not like I signed the bill for the veterans' budget cuts. Taking out your aggression on an innocent lady just isn't right. They'd rip the veterans. Looking around, we seemed to be at a suspiciously empty and remote helipad. I had a sinking feeling in my gut that something was amiss. Hey, is this an official US military helipad? I've been to a bunch, but this seems a little underfunded.
A little too quick for you?
You catch on slow, as expected.
I'm not in the mood for your snark, Klaus. Tell me what's going on right now.
We're talking.
Now we're talking. You're being kidnapped, Ash. The rest isn't for you to worry about.
Ah! How could you do this to me? Do our mutual nicknames mean nothing to you?
It was fun while it lasted.
Is this about money? My dad can give you money.
Sorry, girlie. What I want is success to Lord Sadler. And you're the payment.
Lord who? My god, what kind of political scandals am I getting wrapped in this time?
Almost let it slip. Enough talk. Time to fly, princess.
You're mine.
You're mine.
Episode 3. I have a mouth, but I can't scream. I awoke, disoriented. Am I dreaming? I feel as heavy as I do when I eat a dozen Krispy Kremes. Not that I've ever done that. Yesterday. Ah, I remember now, that bastard Klaus knocked me out. You tie me up? Why do I feel cold? I just feel so tired, but I gotta push past it. Come on, Ashley, open your eyes. We need to know this lore. Oh my Christ, it's a Xenobite!
Ah, our guest is awake. Surprising.
Wait, no. I think it's just a really ugly wizard. Not that he couldn't be both. I mean, what was Pinhead but a wizard of pain? More to the point, oh god, I don't want to be tortured.
Be at peace, Ashley. You are our guest of honor.
Guest of honor? In what, North Korea?
I hope you don't mind receiving gifts from an older gentleman, Ashley. It is a once-in-a-lifetime gift, after all. Unmatched in the world. Freedom. Not your Hollywood version of freedom, no. True freedom. From burden, responsibility, indecision. You will never have another worry in your mind. The blissful ignorance of your youth will be everlasting.
What is this guy talking about? He's blathering about freedom and I'm strapped to what feels like a dentist chair? The irony might kill me before he does. Wait a second. Is this that Lord Saddleman that Klaus mentioned? Why does he look like he just came from a gothic rent fair? Slightly more importantly, why does he look like he's lived 3 lifetimes?
Doesn't that sound wonderful? Free from the confusion and filth of this world, living in endless bliss. Is that not the very essence of heaven?
Wow, that's like the exact argument my Sunday school teacher gave to encourage abstinence. It didn't work then and it won't work now.
Your resistance is natural. Few people embrace change so readily. You will see the light soon enough.
Great, a real Aunt Lydia type. That will be easy enough to reason with. Stay calm, Ashley. Your kidnapping survival course prepared you for this exact scenario. I just need to apply its lessons wisely. First, knowledge is power. Second, courtesy is the password to safety. Third, if you look back, you'll be going that way. Wait, those might be fortune cookies saying. But hey, point made. Which is that I need to ask some questions. Alright, hold on. I need to go do something real quick. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Look at Ashley's pensive face. Okay, back. My brother was gonna eat the last of the cookies, so he asked me if I wanted some. So, me being the fatty that I am, I was like,
Give me them damn cookies.
they're just chunky Chips Ahoy. Nom 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 nom, delicioso. Where am I? I'm currently buffing in home.
You are in España. Yar.
Yep, okay. Screw you. Ah.
Yes, Barto. It seems that our precious guest would like your assistance in obtaining our power. Lord, sir.
Dude, it's my boy, Barto. That's honestly what I named my that's what I named all the ganados that I killed. They were usually Barto.
Lord Sadler.
God alive, it's like Diet Butterball. Yes, move into my periphery, thanks. Oh, at least I won't be visually traumatized.
Now, my minion, remember to put the needle in very slowly. We wouldn't want to hurt our new friend after all.
I felt a prick at the nape of my neck, followed by something shooting into my... Ah! What up, John? Oh, Nichan. What is up, dear brother? How has your day been going? Something slimy. I'd have felt more revolted had I had the energy.
A perfect penetration, Barto. You really are living up to your name.
Cerebro, cerebro. Oh, you went to your lab today? That's where Zach was yesterday. Or he had like a test or something, so he was gone until like, I don't know, like almost 10.
Yes, I will feed you after you finish sweeping up the room. Now go.
He had like a test or something, I don't know. I did a single prayer to whoever could hear. Father, I brought Sarah as you asked. Place him in the dresser and lock it tightly.
Louis! Or Luis. Will the Lord punish him for what he stole from us, Father? That depends entirely on the good doctor and his cooperation. Whether or not he chooses to atone, we will regain what is ours. Father Mendez, speak, my child. The American agent has been spotted outside the village. Let us set our plan into motion. Has the president's daughter been secured? Yes, Father, she's in the church. Good. We must keep the agent from reaching her. You, return to the village and instruct the others to deter him at all costs. Keep him alive if you can. As a precaution, take this file and leave it to the village. But somewhere the American agent will likely find it if you do not capture him first. It should guide him here, and I will deal with him personally. Yes, Father, under your eye.
You're trying to get Sarah at home? Blah, 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 blah. You're just in time for the meat of this Otome game. What is this? Satan's alarm clock? I covered my ears until the ringing stopped. The sound seemed like one of those old church bells they ring at European cathedrals. Apparently that's only romantic from a distance. With the sound gone, I took inventory of my surroundings. Looked like some kind of dingy storage room. I also look like, dude, honestly, same. Considering the drumline competition now playing out in my skull, I assume that I'm in the storage room of a church. I got up and wrestled the doorknob for formality's sake, but of course it was locked tight. I'm really regretting taking construction as an elective instead of locksmithing. Seriously, when have I ever... Bulldozer! I poked around the room for a bit, but it was barren. Nothing but barrels and sacks of hopelessness. So kinda like a Motel 9, minus the urine smell. I slumped back down against one of the barrels and gave the full weight of my attention to my predicament. So, I'm in Spain, and probably a poor part of Spain, if this drabby room is anything to go by. Class was a trap. An ugly old man saddled me with some thing against my will as part of this new world order, and I'm famished. Are you there, God? It's me, Ashley. Really use some help right now. Anything you got, just deposit it right into my brain. I promise, I'll pay you back. Oh, my tracking device. Yeah, it was in my scarf. God bless you, John, for hassling me about that every freaking day. I hurriedly dove my hands into the fabric of my scarf. Oh no. Oh no. It's gone! God damn it! Probably shouldn't think that in church. At least that's what I would say if this wasn't the house of the devil. But seriously, who knows where it dropped? House could have found it while we were in the helicopter and thrown it out to sea. I'm just... so... With that realization, the dam broke. For what felt like several minutes, I cried openly and cursed my terrible fate. My throat became coarse, and my gulping sobs quickly took on the tone of a rusted gear. What? The blood! Oh god, what? Ah! I woke suddenly, startled by some weird sounds coming from outside. Not quite as hard on my ears, but the jury's out on what they'll mean for my health. My gut reaction was it was some more of those cultists. Yeah, my cup is green. Why is it green screen? Hey, cool! Wait, but why is it... That's awesome! My gut reaction, that was some more of those cultists coming to pray for whatever it is they pray for. Their master's love, Rogaine, I don't know. The movement is different though. It's like something large creaking back and forth. Weird, some kind of ritual maybe? By ritual I obviously means shunting. Sweet merciless God, I'm imagining it now. Oh, it's just the worst thing. It's quiet for a minute, then I hear the dry screech of a mechanism rising. Steps drew nearer, closing in on my makeshift prison. Oh my God, they're coming for me. What did Saddle want with me again? To make me an orgy queen? I don't know, because I don't listen to ugly old men, but it was probably that. Well, if they think I'm going to be fertilized without a fight, then they're going to learn the hard lesson of being sorely mistaken. Hell yeah, Ashley, give it to him. I spotted a plank of wood on the ground next to me. Seems appropriate for this unholy space. Let's see how well it fits into some eyeballs. The doorknob gave a creaky sigh as it began to turn. My heart raced. My eyes darted from the door to the plank. Now or never.
Ashley!
Oh, dude, I'm like blocking Ashley's face. Maybe I should go to this side. There we go.
Don't come!
Yeah. Well, someone gather some Dragon Balls and call me Yamcha, because I'm about to be dead.
Hey, take it easy.
How dare he tell me to take it easy after what happened with Klaus? Ashley Graham is nobody's fool. No, get away! I persisted. I huddled against the barrel in abject fear, hoping to die more like Yamcha and less like Krillin.
Calm down, everything's going to be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the president's order to rescue you.
Oh, is it? Shall I go back to being over Ashley? Oh, I guess I should, huh? Sorry, Ashley. No, it's... There we go. Alright, go back. I wish I would have told Dad that I loved him more, and Mom is having enough... Wait.
What?
What?
My father?
My body surged forward out of sheer relief. I'm saved! It's a Christmas miracle! My heartbeat began to slow a little, giving me a chance to examine my rescuer pool.
Oh, hell yeah!
Come with me.
Oh, baby! This is the content everyone was waiting for.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes! Look at that perfect hair, blowing in the wind.
That's right. I've come to get you out of here. Now come with me.
Holy shit! He's hot! But as my eyes feasted on the Adonis in front of me, my vision became inexplicably clouded by bubbles and sparkles. My brain also started playing a song, I think. I heard in a laxative commercial one time. You know, the kind that says, if you just push hard enough, all your dreams will come true and your business will thrive. The point is, I'm saved, baby! And by a super hot dude! Hooray! I had a million questions to ask him, but my tongue was dragging on the floor in the wake of his sexiness, so I just followed him instead. I mean, to be fair, we all did the same thing when we first saw Leon. Oh! Thank you for those stars. As soon as I was up, Leon pulled out what looked like an old walkie-talkie. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I thought those lines were notoriously easy to jack. Oh, I know. He's using it because no one would suspect a U.S. agent to use such outdated tech. Genius!
Leon, I've succeeded in extricating my subject.
I love a man with a big vocabulary. Swoon! He could extricate me anytime. Oh, wait, I guess he already
Where's
is.
the extraction point? Got it. I'm on my way.
I wanted to make conversation since I hadn't spoke to anyone who wasn't Gross or Klaus for an indeterminate time. But he seemed... busy? Breaking barrels? Maybe he's making sure there's no cultist spies hiding in the barrels. Not the first thought I would have, but that's why I'm not a bodyguard. With every barrel decimated, I thought he might at least ask me about my general state of health. But instead, he moved briskly towards the door. Is he the tsundere type? I hope not. Those are always a bummer in a crisis, especially emotional ones. Whoa, the testosterone is palpable! But hey, any dude can open a door for a lady. It takes a real gentleman to open them in a way that reflects how badly she wants to exit said door. We ran down the snaking corridor and approached a ladder. Someone carry me up this thing? That seems crazy, but par for the course, I guess. Before I could even look over the ledge, Leon jumped to the ground below, landing with a confident thud. Now here's a man who doesn't waste any time. Well, when it's Fane, yeah, Jeez, I know I get a little ditzy around cute guys. That was unnecessarily impulsive. Kinda like I wasn't even in control of myself. Oh well, it was a thrill at least. Still, I should get out of his arms so it doesn't seem like I'm enjoying it too much. Gotta keep a man guessing, just like Mom is always saying. Oh man, how great would it be to just... if there was just a platoon of equally hot Secret Service guys just waiting outside the church, ready to escort me out of this nightmare. My reverse harem story begins now. Just like Mom always says. Before we could even reach the door, a familiar voice chimed in behind us.
I'll take the girl.
I'll take the girl.
That voice! That's the huskiness of an old pervert if I've ever heard one.
Who are you? If you must know, my name is Osman Sadler, the master of this fine, religious community.
Did he just seriously refer to himself as Awesome Saddle? He might as well wear a sign on his face that says proud to be celibate. But he'd at least be doing the world 2 favors. Wow, I read that awful.
What do you want?
I knew that I would hate this guy's face in high definition. Like, if it's so bad that I'm becoming an atheist retroactively just by looking at him.
To demonstrate to the whole world our astounding power, of course. No longer will the United States think that they can police the world forever. So we kidnapped the president's daughter in order to give her our power, and then send her back.
No. Suddenly and regrettably, I was awash in memories of the injection. Well, that's why they wanted me. In short, I'm the unwilling female ruler in men's dick measuring contest. Tale as old as time. Well, in the spirit of saying the quiet part loud, I guess I should add some context.
They shot something in my neck.
What did you do to her?
We just planted her a little gift. Oh, there's going to be one hell of a loving father. I thought I might bargain for quite a lot of money to keep this church up and running.
Oh, it was because she wasn't listening, okay. Admittedly, I was fawning over the protective ground Leon's voice and didn't really pay a lot of attention to the last part. Something about gifting some plants to my dad in exchange for some donations? Joke's on you, pal. My dad hates charities and the environment.
Faith in money will lead you nowhere, Sadler.
That's right, Leon. You stick to the prosperity gospel.
Oh, I believe I forgot to tell you that we gave you the same gift. I was unconscious.
My god. But he looks fine from this angle. Wait, what? Same gift? Oh, Leon, no. We'll bond over this, I promise.
Special contributions, my puppets. You'll do as I say. I have total control. Revolutionary.
Nah, this whole evil dude recites evil plans thing is wicked boring. Someone really needs to awaken him from his world of cliches. Leon should do it with a bullet.
Sounds more like an alien invasion if you ask me.
Verbal bullets are not bullets, Leon! Suddenly we were blocked from the exit by more diet butterballs. Maybe Leon's onto something here. I'm not gonna lie, confident smirks of what now bitch variety are undeniably sexy. Too bad it's on the face that has all the dating potential of a garbage bag. Diet butterballs. Ooh la la, Leon, you thinking what I'm thinking? Drop these fools in a dramatic western shootout. Or we can run away. That's cool too. Maybe even safe. Whoa, that was way too close. Freaking crossbow nerds! Is there any more insufferable enemy type? Leon pulled me to the end of the corridor. All I could see was a glass window. Maybe he doesn't know what to do out. Ah! Or I could even vocalize my surprise. We crashed through the window. Quite easily, I might add. It's a weird subtle display of wealth. Importing sugar windows from Hollywood rather than supporting the local glass economy. For all his beef with America, Saddle must like our movies. Would certainly explain why he hired Klaus. It's all very dangerous and stupid. Well, what cool stuff is it? I learned about it as well as Dad's first TV debate. What up, Huge Billy? How are you today? But to be fair, I wasn't really prepared for a Die Hard-esque shenanigans.
Meow 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 meow.
Thank you for the
meow.
hosting. Welcome to your every dream. We get to play as Ashley in Resident Evil 4, Otome Edition. Ever the supreme gentleman, Leon jumped to my aid in a flash.
You okay?
Physically, still in one piece. Psychologically, crumbling. Still, I didn't want to lie to him, so I just evaded the question. Just like on Meet the Press.
Leon, what's gonna happen to us?
I knew it was a pointless question, but I felt I was entitled to a little neediness. Besides, guys love that stuff, or so I've read in Cosmo.
Don't worry. We got into this mess. We can get out of it.
Can you guys hear when they actually speak, or is that too low? Should I just read everything? It's low? Okay, I'll read it, because... Alright, I wonder if I can, like, turn their voice up with the... Oh, nice. Bada bing, bada boom.
Don't worry, we got into this mess. We can get out of it.
I like how he says we, as if this weren't all 100% my fault. But hey, he's okay with cutting me all the slack. Who am I to disagree? So basically, we play Ashley, and we try to get with hot dudes, aka Leon, aka Luis, aka the Merchant. My heart swelled as Leon took hold of my arm, his grasp both tender and protective. Freaking Ashley has hearts in her eyes right now. How fitting, I thought, that I would go to church to find my personal Jesus. Oh, and I guess Klaus too. I don't wanna be buried in a cold cemetery. Once we were both up, I huddled close to Leon. Looking around, it seemed like we had landed in some kind of external storage. There was little in the room aside from some bags and barrels. I didn't imagine we'd loiter long. But Leon had other plans. Is this some kind of hobby of his? Or maybe Barrels killed his parents and now he's sworn to destroy all barrel kind. This is literally what I did. I was just like,
give me what's in those barrels.
Leon nabbed the Spanish gold. Oh, I hadn't noticed it before when I was salivating over Leon. There's some good stuff in these barrels. Ammo, gold, some kind of plant material, you know, resources. Leon grabbed the goods and shoved them into his pockets. I guess that explains his obsessive interest in barrels. Who keeps that stuff in barrels? And it's such sparse quantity. Some kind of rural geocaching? Looking for bullets and pocket change down at the local church? Maine is weird. You know what else is also weird? That we're not being shot full of arrows. I looked back at the shattered window. The satellites had more than enough time to follow us. We're only a few feet down and would make a pathetically easy targets, and yet nothing. Does their cult Bible prohibit them from exploiting obvious advantages? Are they having a synergy meeting? Or are they just sad about their broken splendos? I shrugged my question aside, knowing there were probably no answers, and if they were probably not worth knowing. I looked back at Leon, who finally seemed satisfied that he had fully raided the church provisions. We hustled over to the door and made our way outside. This is great. Exactly, it's like Ashley's scenario, just like how Ada got her own scenario. As we ran to the front of the church building, rain whipping ominously around us, we encountered what looked like to be an angry mob of villagers. Right? She's just pointed out all this obvious stuff. They were just groaning at first, as they ambled slowly toward the church. Then a few of them started to shout, "Un forastero!
Ahí está!
Ahí está! No dejas que se escape!" Here's another regret for the pile, zoning out in high school Spanish. Something about not letting the forest hero escape? I don't know, foreign languages is hard. We slowly inched our way down the path, presumably to see how they would react. I half hoped that they might just be here to fight the man for raising taxes and stealing their chickens. But them lunging towards us with death in their eyes squashed that idea pretty fast. Leon coolly stood his ground, gun drawn. I'd have thought that he could shoot the wagon in front of us and maybe that would, I don't know, distract them or something. Seemed like a good long shot. Shoot him! Shoot him! Well, here's to hoping this isn't the dumbest idea.
Leon, shoot those barrels on that wagon!
Is there nude boys in this? No. Without a word, Leon took aim at the barrels. Admittedly, I don't know if he trusted my judgment or just wanted an opportunity to destroy barrels.
Yum 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 yum.
What up, Poet? How are you today? Thank you for the host, dude. I appreciate it. Or what were you streaming? You came at just the right time. We're playing Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition. So we're playing it from Ashley's perspective. Oh, RE2? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Love me some RE2. I actually, I got my Mr. X over all zombies mod working, so we'll be doing that after. After we finish with Ashley's predicament. I don't really understand why a church would have explosive barrels on hand. Maybe that was their wine? Is wine flammable? Live hard, drink harder, I guess. Dude, yeah, the HyperX, I really like these. They're, they do exactly what they need to. They're pretty good, you know? I have no complaints, they're good. Oh, I get it, that must have been the communion cart, filled with the blood of Christ, which erupts into the flames of perdition? I don't know, it feels like someone is confusing their testaments. Who will Ashley choose? So, Ashley is trying to choose which hot guy she wants to go with. With the villagers crushed and or combusted by their own flaming paddy wagon, we took the opportunity to run past. Between the oppressive darkness and the driving rain, I could barely see the path, but Leon seemed to know where he was going, so I just followed closely. A bolt of lightning tore across the sky. I realized that I was looking at a graveyard. That's not ominous at all, nuh-uh. One might say it's sacrilege to kill the faithful in such a hallowed place. It's even greater sacrilege to think, well, at least you won't have to drag the bodies far. Whew! Dude, actually getting in. Having escaped the crazed villagers, we jogged leisurely down a forest path and eventually entered a literal hole in the wall. I mean, okay, so when you first rescue Ashley, the first thing you do is go to the barrels and, like, see what's in them. So it's not like... it's not like she's wrong. Leon just hates barrels, dude. In lieu of comfort food and tacky furnishing, we received a lone ladder that descended to who knows where. I felt apprehensive about what horrors might be waiting, but with Leon climbing down without so much as a disclaimer, I trusted that we would be okay. You're right, barrels killed Leon's parents. That's the lore. This is canon. This is 100% canon, by the way. Episode 7.
Got something that might interest you, stranger.
The ladder took us into a dark cavern, notably devoid of trigger warnings for claustrophobia, or even worse, cave crickets. We moved briskly down the tight path and soon found ourselves in front of a rusty door. Leon began to push the door open with the tenderness of a kitten. I'm not sure if I should be charmed by his newfound discretion or alarmed by his sudden caution. What in blue blazes? I was immediately enraptured by the warmth circling the cavern. I felt safe, cozy even. If only I had a glass bottle, I could take some of this feeling with me and maybe melt the ice around Leon's demeanor. It was perhaps the soothing nature of the flames that kept me from screaming when I saw the figure stationed between them. Whoa, who's the man in black? Another secret agent? Or just your run-of-the-mill small-town gun nut going through a man-cave phase? What the hell? Hell yeah, dude! Wait, what do I do? God, why am I seeing bubbles and sparkles again? How hard up am I? Whoa, why is my eye moving this way? Is the parasite giving me superpowers? I feel like I could sneak in a lot more gawking before it got awkward. Bandana. Oh yeah, this is great. I dig the bandana. It says, I don't sacrifice fashion just to obscure my identity. It also looks pretty warm, much unlike myself right now. Let's focus on something else. My, what a big sack he has. Tee. His hand's a little dirty, but it adds convincingly to the forest hobo aesthetic he's got going. Where do you even get a coat like this? Suspicious person thrift shop? Is that a skirt? I'm not judging, I'm appreciating. He seems well stocked, both in terms of munitions and mystery. Not attractive enough to be out of my league. I'm liking my odds! That's me, that's how I size up everyone. Leon approached the man casually, so I assumed they were working together in some capacity. More the merrier, I guess. He's not as clean looking as Leon, but he may be better armed. A girl in peril has to keep her options.
Welcome, welcome.
Got a selection of
Good things on sale, stranger.
Huh. Not the accent I was expecting, but in a good way. Australian, maybe? I'm all about the thunder down under. Did I really just think that? While I question my moral credibility, Leon starts browsing the man's
what
inventory.
are you buying?
Thank you.
Is that all, stranger? What are you selling?
The merchant quipped enthusiastically as Leon stoically perused his wares. Maybe it's part of Leon's safety protocols to avoid conversation where possible.
I'll
Buy it at a high price.
Merchant man seemed pretty excited about some jewels Leon showed him. Whoa, is that a bejeweled beer steed? There's no way this guy is paying market price for something like that. Can't believe they're making Leon break barrels and pilfer valuables just to shit. I went too fast. Yeah, my rescue is a low-budget affair. Our relationship with Spain is more tenuous than I
come
realized.
back any time.
Finished with shopping, Leon resumed jogging down the tunnel. I thought I should wave to the merchant man, but I didn't want to mistakenly initiate another romance just yet. We ran further into the tunnel and stopped abruptly in front of a shallow puddle. I did that all the time too. I just shoot random shit, make it explode, and I just wait for it. I wonder what that was for. Testing the water for traps, maybe? Though it seems a little rude just to vandalize a merchant's place of business. Whatever the reason, Leon swept right past the flames like a man on a mission. Which he was, of course, but what I really mean is that he hurried over to a box tucked in the nook in the wall. As if by instinct, he drew his knife. So what is a box, if not a barrel disguised as a rectangle? Oh, man. Dude, this is like taking all my actions I just did in RE4, like just, you know, whatever. Be like, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot that thing, it's whatever. Oh, I missed my mouth. Crates really do hold odd against abuse, or out of use, there we go. Dude, reading's hard. We ran through the remaining tunnel and climbed some stairs to another ladder leading upward. I huddled close to Leon again as he approached the door in the next room. Despite all of Leon's caution, the room was pretty barren, save for a bizarrely large typewriter on the table. Or maybe regular sized. I don't know, I wasn't born in the 50s. Maybe someone's writing a novel. I guess I'd try to be a writer too if it got me out of Blighttown. Better frame rate edition. While I was dispensing first world judgment, Leon started typing away. Baffled, I looked over his shoulder. Perhaps he has Hemingway aspirations. Would explain the terseness. As it happens, he was just simply typing a record of his time and location. He also mentioned professional mode and round 2, which I could only assume was spy lingo. I guess he's using the typewriter to let someone know his progress. Again, I can't tell if the orchestrator of this operation is extremely crafty or out of their damn mind. Probably the latter, after all. A better way to fight crazy and a better funded crazy. If a real person act like the dude, exactly. In any case, I hope our little SOS to the world reaches someone. In the meantime, I guess we're moving on. Wow, is Leon really going to ignore that crate? You think you know a guy. I should try to do Ashley's facial expressions. Painting the town red. See, so I'm blocking Ashley's face, but I don't really have another place to put my cam. I guess I could put it up here. Maybe. Make it. Okay, we'll see how this works out. We found ourselves once again assailed by rain and darkness. All of a sudden, the relative safety of the previous room seemed worlds away. An unnervingly low... You're right, I'm super small now. I'll just duck away. An unnervingly low vibration hung in the air, stirring me in a feeling of dread. Or maybe it was just shrieks of bloodthirsty villagers that had me on edge. Either way, I followed as closely behind Leon as I could. Leon led me into a tower and started climbing up an uncomfortably tall ladder. No wait, he's got the guns and muscles, and I'm the one going up second? Guess there's no sex discrimination around here. Fine, if gentlemen are dead, so are proper ladies. I'm gonna check out his butt the whole way up. That'll show him. I mean, it's too dark to really see. But it's not like I deserve to see something so wonderful anyway. Suddenly, as if we're being honest, expectedly, someone snatched me up and tossed me over their shoulder. I flailed and punched as wildly as an unfit 25-pound woman could, which admittedly wasn't much. Given the situation, I'd do what any damsel in very great distress would do. Oh, there's her line, her famous line. Leon, help! Hey, it's Leon. Please don't shoot my leg, Leon. Yeah. I scrambled to my feet, eager to put some distance between me and Pablo the kidnapper. And when I looked at him, his body remained limp. I realized that it's insensible to just call a random Spanish man Pablo, but screw Pablo, he was a cultist. What is it they say about insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results? Sounds about right. Oh my god, okay. Whew. I dedicated a little less time to admiring Leon's glutes and began climbing myself. Really amazing what getting snatched by a cultist will do for one's fear of heights. Ooh, what a climb. But not a bad idea to stick to higher ground and force them into a funnel. We should be moderately safe, right? Not like they can throw stuff this high, right? I scanned the area below for any cultists with pitching aspirations.
Wait here.
Wait here? For what? My expiration date to pass? Rather than explain himself, Leon stoically left from our perch, like he simply didn't believe in either gravity or leg friend. Dude, I said that. Okay, so I recently played RE4 again, and I was like, dude, isn't this a little long way? I feel like his legs would just snap. He's got to have government implants in his legs. Got to. Which begs the question, whether part of his body has a government enhanced. I'm asking for me. Hell yeah. I hovered over the edge and squinted my eyes against the darkness. I'm gonna do what mom and dad's do. Hell, that's what Ashley hopes for. Trying to watch for Leon's movements below. I wonder what his plan is. Shooting people, not an original plan, but solid. Leon rushed past the villager as he wailed in pain, but the darkness made it difficult to see what's going on. What the hell did I just see? Were those worms coming out of his head? Calm down, Ashley. It's gonna be... Oh, sweet baby Jesus, is not gonna be okay. My head is gonna be worms, and perhaps even worse. Leon's head is gonna be worms. I shakily looked up over the railing. I figured I was already scarred for life, so I might as well stay abreast of current events. Abreast? Fuck, gotcha. A burst of light below drew my eyes rightward in search of Leon. As if on cue, some more of the villagers stumbled out from the shadows, weapons in hand. Granted, those weapons were more like farm tools, but semantics.
Te voy a hacer picadillo!
Te voy a hacer picadillo!
Picadillo? I think that's I'm gonna stab you. I think that's what that means. Picadillo? That sounds like an adorable nickname for a nosy armadillo. Probably something lame, like you're mincemeat. As if anyone outside cartoons even says mincemeat anymore. Amazingly, the cultist was only stunned by the blow. Real folk are indeed hardy. My god, he's like Chuck Norris if Chuck Norris was actually hot. Leon ran back to the tower and called up.
Follow me.
I don't usually like being told what to do, but for Leon I'll make an exception. I approached the ladder and prepared to climb down. But then it occurred to me, how much longer will I have the luxury of attractive men catching me when I jump? Seems like a waste to just do things normally. Am I crazy? Ooh, in hindsight, that was extremely dumb of me. Thank goodness for Leon's government implants, or he'd be a puddle. We're out behind the tower, down a dirt road. The whole area kind of reminded me of my great-grandmother, who lived in a rural part of Wisconsin. They swapped torches for porch lights and crazy cultists for trashy druggies, and it's basically the same thing. I mean, they even have bear traps in the street. My childhood summer's all over again. What's with the knife? Surely he's not going to... My eyes clenched shut in the same way I feared the trap had closed around Leon's arm fiercely. Ooh, his delicious biceps are still tethered to his shoulder. It scared me half to death. Right, Leon is a god. Still risking your own arm to conserve a bullet. I shudder to think how the man budget groceries. We didn't get far before Leon put up the brakes and raised his weapon to the darkness. The rain pelting me in the face, I could just make out the vague, doughy shape of a villager. I wonder if that cultist set the bear trap. Maybe that's how people snag brides around here. Oh, hell yeah. Wow, a bullet saved is a bullet used, I guess. I'd say I'm blown away, but I think the other guy has me beat in that department. There seemed to be a large gate at the end of the path. I could feel a surge of adrenaline in my legs as we approached. I didn't know what was on the other side, but anything had to be better than somehow worse Wisconsin. Okay, that's a lie, because there are lots of things that could be worse. Probably, like, oh my lord, saddle! No, bad brain! No one ever want to ride that saddle! Me gusta!
Wait!
A collision with Leon's shapely back muscles returned me to reality before I could dwell any longer on the much more awesome saddle. I could see the gate just ahead, blocked by a lone villager brandishing a torch. Maybe blocked is overselling it a little. He's a blockade in the same way that a traffic cone is a blockade for a twister. And that worked out about as well as I expected. In the abstract, I felt sorry for the man. What kind of person was he? What were his dreams? We last line of defense guy to his final moments of agony. Or we left last line of defense guy to his final moments of agony and rushed onward toward the gate. Nothing standing between us and hopefully escape was more bear traps. Because if you can't stop people with torches, broken feet and tetanus is apparently the next best thing. Guys, remember, this is 100% canon. Down in the dumps. Oh, I should save it, huh? Dude, what? I love this. It's great. Okay. We passed through the wooden gate into what looked like a small ranch. A ranchero. Dan ventured in cautiously and surveyed the area. Considering the church group he just demolished, it does seem conspicuously quiet here. There's a shed over there. Seems like a decent place to lay low while Leon clears a path. Maybe I'll suggest it. Suddenly, dead to my confusion, Leon turned toward a lonely, open dumpster. My initial thought was that the mission coordinators had stored more of his supplies in the garbage. I wasn't sure if that constituted an upgrade an upgrade from boxes. On one hand, metal is sturdier. On the other hand, garbage.
Hide!
Ashley, hide! Wait, what? Is this a joke? But then part of me knew it wasn't. My body shivered, shedding off generations of hygienic conditioning. I jumped inside without a second thought. I held my breath as the lids closed above me. As I scooted my body around, I was surprised to realize that the bin was bereft of garbage. Either rural Spain had pretty good sanitation management, or the villagers are too busy being crazy to throw their trash away. Although it doesn't change the fact that the only handsome man around had just ordered me to sit in a musty waste bin in rural Europe with a parasite roaming around my guts. I don't want to say unwanted pregnancy metaphor, but unwanted pregnancy metaphor. I shifted uncomfortably in the dumpster. In this awkward crouch, my legs began to sober up from the adrenaline rush, only to discover that a whole lot of pain had moved in. Angered by the needling hurt, I couldn't help but lash out at everything that seemed responsible for my predicament, excluding myself. Stupid saddle, stupid Klaus, stupid Jenna, stupid government class, stupid geopolitical dynamics. I took a deep breath inside. I'm getting too wound up. Oh, I know, I should do some of those meditative exercises that my life coach taught me. Alright, here goes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, Ashley, you're on a beautiful beach. Sand is soft, sun-warmed, nestled between your toes. Your personal bodyguard is lounging nearby, baking his delicious abs in a golden sheen. Your personal butler appears... Oh look, it's me. Your personal butler appears in dashing attire, offering a comforting smile and a refreshing pina colada. Your personal dolphin trainer is putting on an adorable show with your personal dolphin, Flippy. Water spraying all over the trainer's rippling pecs. Everything is wonderful. You have plenty of money. Nobody has worm heads. No! Oh my goodness. It occurred to me then, amidst my fantasies, that Leon might finally be in danger, or worse. Terrified by this prospect, I thought to peek out for a look. but I know it would be just my luck that some stray cultist would walk by at that moment and see me. Instead, I placed my ear close to the wall of the bin. Be careful not to get too close. Too much to hope. Saddle laced his parasite injection with some vaccines. I strained my ear, listening intently to the world outside my garbage sanctuary. Didn't hear much at all, aside from the occasional thunderclap in the distance. That frightened me. I expected to at least hear some scuffles. But before the creeping terror of my savior's demise could ensnare my thoughts, the shrill sound of a gunshot burst into my eardrum. A somewhat morbid, but nonetheless comforting symbol of hope and salvation. Well, for me anyway. Assured of Leon's survival, I resumed my effortful listening. Oh my god! And some muffled screaming that gave the impression of someone falling from a fair height? What kind of ass is Leon kicking out there? A series of thunderclaps prevented me from hearing any more. No sounds took their place as they faded, though all was quiet on the Spanish front. I listened closely, my heart racing, my eyes darting. Is Leon okay? Are the cultists gone? Can I get out of this godforsaken dumpster? What? Was that a whistle? Is he trying to signal that it's safe? I mean, I've only ever heard that whistle used to beckon someone, and by someone I mean a pet. Not wanting to think too hard on the idea, I hastily throw open the lid of the bin and breathe deep. Thank God that's over. By the way, if I smell like rotten meat products, that's just too bad for Leon. Oh, you did? Nice. Speaking of Leon, I scanned the area for him. It was difficult to see, but I found him by the light of stray lightning bolts, standing on what seemed like a bridge connected to the farmhouse. In that moment, his golden locks seemed like a beacon of a lighthouse, shining fiercely against the cold black sea. He truly was poetry in motion. Well, it doesn't seem like he's making any move to jump down and escort me over there. I guess he did kill who knows how many people for my safety, so I'll cut him some slack and do some legwork. I hurried over to the farmhouse. On my way, I was surprised by the lack of bodies on the ground. It seemed impossible, but so did a lot of things. Maybe the cultists are just literalists on the whole dust-to-dust concept. As I ran, I became poignantly aware of how insane this all was. People dying, and for what? Is it all just for politics? And who stands to gain? One power-hungry old man? Or is this bigger than Saddle? Bigger than all of us? I like how she calls Saddler Saddle. What if this goes all the way to the Illuminati? Amidst my struggles to glimpse the machinations of this mad world, it didn't take long to reach Leon. My head snapped back like a piston when I heard some groans behind me. Are there still villagers out here? Someone resisting the siren call of dustiness? Maybe I should ask Leon if we're safe. Some other things. Before I could open my mouth to speak, Leon spun on his heels. I was a little disappointed, but in hindsight, the creepy sound behind me were a tad more immediate. I leapt down from the bridge. I could see a ladder on the ground already. I'm just going to presume he kicked that down because he likes catching me so much. Oh my god! Leon, you pervert! As I prepared, Leon raised his gun and looked directly at me. I could feel my cheeks flushing under his intense gaze, realizing that he could easily see my lacy panties from this angle. I instinctually pulled at my skirt. I didn't really understand what Leon was doing, but the sudden self-consciousness called forth her common refrain in the lines of it.
You pervert!
Oh, you pervert! A bullet whizzed by me, and I realized, mortified, that there was a cultist behind me. But a sequel to Pablo the Kidnapper was nothing compared to the vortex of embarrassment rising up from my stomach. For a moment, I thought it might be better if I just died alongside the cultist. Then he began to collapse on top of me, and I rediscovered the will to live. Oh god, he's starting to dissolve on me. Ew, jump, jump. Leon's upset about the pervert comment. He's certainly not letting it impact his professionalism. Which dudes on the train were half so gracious? I inspected my clothes to check that I didn't get too much cultist dust on me. Also, I know I didn't pay attention in chemistry class, but now I'm thinking I really didn't pay attention in chemistry class. There was another giant wooden gate in front of us, once again guarded by bear traps. I see the creativity well has run pretty dry in these parts. Okay, so we're playing Leapfrog now. Not exactly the back-touching opportunity I was expecting. Oh wait, he must not think that we can just go through the gate, so he must want me to climb over it? Oh, that's probably it. Go me! He could have saved us some trouble just by talking like a normal person. I swear, it's like he believes a strong silent type is an actual personality. I need to think about whether that's stupidly sexy or just stupid. Right, dude? Ashley's so smart. I hurriedly climbed onto his back. He struggled briefly to push me up, but managed to straighten out completely, raising me several inches higher. Muscles. I reached for the top edge of the gate and hoisted myself over, wishing that Leon's muscles had some sort of sharing plan. With great effort, I pulled myself to the top of the gate and swung my legs over. No one to catch me this time. You can do this, Ashley. 1, 2, 3. I hit the ground pretty hard, no doubt scuffing my boot and tearing a ligament. Still, it could be worse. I could have worn my high heel boots, and boy, that'd be a real nightmare. Fortunately, there were lanterns around the door, although that left me a bit paranoid about who had lit them and whether they were still prowling about. There was a large plank covering the door, but I easily pushed it up to the side.
I opened it, Leon.
I opened it, Leon, I whispered, trying to avoid undue attention. Leon opened the door as cool and serious as ever. I happily fell behind him as we ran forward. Admittedly, I missed him in those 10 seconds, or maybe I just missed his safety. I don't know, clarity is a scarce resource right now. The only thing I really know is that I'd like this little vacation to conclude just a little more quickly. Cabin in the Woods. I like that movie. If you guys haven't seen that movie, go watch that movie. With Leon and I reunited, we continued our forward march. Oh, he's back! After a few seconds of jogging, we came to a rickety bridge. To my surprise, the merchant was waiting
Got a
beside.
selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Oh, fuck. Whatever. Wait, didn't we last see this guy in the underground passage? How exactly did he get ahead of us? Logical answer is that the mission coordinators had Leon and the merchant take different paths in order to reduce suspicion. Perhaps not sure how much faith I have in logic these days, but it would explain their communication strategy.
What are you selling?
Yeah, bizarre as it all was, I appreciated that Daddy was going to such lengths in order to rescue me without creating a controversy. He doesn't have a lot of political capital right now. Surely that's the reason for all this recon work, right? Please God, let me be right about something
Come
good.
back anytime.
Leon and the merchant finished their bartering, and we resumed running down the rest of the bridge. Leon stopped abruptly in the middle of the bridge, turning his attention to the radio buzzing on his hip.
I'd rather not hear it.
While Leon took in what I assumed was, at best, inconvenient news, I looked back down the bridge to see the merchant still standing there. He seemed so detached, like a statue, or Steven Seagal. Huh. Action Man Steven Seagal. Wait, isn't it S-Eagle, like Seagal? Seagal? I don't know. Actually, Leon reminds me a lot of Steven Seagal. Now that I think about it. I want to say it's his eyebrows. That's probably just a general air of, my first language is bullets. I don't know if that makes him a good man or a dangerous man. But you've been marked for death. The fact that he's hard to kill is enough to give a girl a fire down below. Oh, baby.
Great. Got it.
I looked back at Leon, who didn't seem very happy about the news update. I thought to ask him what happened, but he immediately resumed running down the bridge. A blast of lightning illuminated an old cabin at the end of the bridge. My hope was that it was a safe house for the operation. My expectation was closer to a cultist slumber party. Guys, we're about to see Luis Serra. More dating game streams? Hell yeah, dude! I love me some dating sims. I have to find which ones are actually safe for work. Because there are a lot of them that are NSFW that I can't stream or I'd get in trouble, and I don't want to get in trouble. I said I wanted to be right about something good for once. Good! Maybe we can, go back the other way, you know, group up with the merchant, buy a rocket launcher. Yeah! Oh, come on! Hey, wait. What happened to the merchant? Did they swallow him with their organized rage? Did he escape before they absorbed his polygons? Realizing that our peril was a tad more immediate, I looked to Leon in panic.
What are we gonna do, Leon?
Hate to say it, but we're sandwiched all right. Quick, in that cabin!
I certainly didn't want to be an Ashley sandwich. Oh my goodness. So I sprinted as fast as my tired legs
You
could
were
manage.
almost a Jill sandwich.
Hell yes. Leon reached the door first and smashed it open, being sure to first scan the room with his gun drawn. His commitment to protocol under pressure is pretty admirable. As the villagers descended upon us, Leon yanked me into the room and slammed the door. I knew we needed to secure the door somehow. I was at a loss, so I just left it up to him. Then from behind us, a voice rang out, energetic and clear. Leon! How rude, just hurling planks of wood at unsuspecting people. It's a good thing I honed Leon's reflexes. We both swiveled around to see who was behind us. Leon didn't immediately draw his gun, so I figured we were relatively safe as the lone man strutted towards us.
Small world, eh?
Small world, eh?
Am I supposed to know this guy? Because I'd like to.
Well,
Look, gotta say, English is so much sexier when filtered through Spanish. I really have to watch myself with this one. I bet it's super easy to get on his path. Unconcerned by friend and foe alike, Leon moved to bar the door. All the while, the Metro Cowboy and I began a showdown, with only our eyes as weapons. Wait, no sparkles, no bubbles? What's going on? Is he gay too? I wasn't sure why my bubbles were broken, but my concerns faded away as his eyes opened. Openly and deliciously explored my body. He must be searching for just the right compliment to lure me into his Spanish wilds.
I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
Hell yeah! Yeah, my lips are supple, aren't they? Wait. What?! I'm basically America's princess, and my boobs are the only thing worth mentioning? Guess we know... we know now where all the cowboys have gone to shit! Seriously, I'm so pissed right now! Just cause I'm an incubator of evil doesn't mean my body's every man's plaything. Fight back against the patriarch. Yeah, you wanna see some ballistics, Spanish man? Well, you just stepped on America's nuclear arsenal.
How rude! And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing.
Not the most forceful reproach, but I tried to keep it diplomatic. It's like Daddy always says, never burn a bridge until you see hell on the other side.
Who are you?
I demanded, if there's one thing Debate Club has taught me, it's always hide your disadvantage by turning the conversation away from yourself.
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness. Perhaps the young lady might want to introduce herself first before asking someone his name.
Dude, yeah, I wanted that Monster High dating one. I actually was looking at that one. I've already played Hatoful Boyfriends, and I watched a playthrough of the KFC one. I would like to do the Monster High one. I'll see about that. Touche, you inglorious bastard. In true debate team spirit, I must begrudgingly concede the point, not without a sassy retort.
Her name's Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
Use as to why I referred to myself in the third person. I looked away very angrily to pretend I didn't just say something really stupid. My sharp turn hopefully had the collateral effect of letting him know that I hadn't forgotten his slight. You give men like that an inch and they'll take your virginity. I would know.
Is she... well, you know.
Don't worry. She's cool.
Don't worry, she's cool. I appreciate that Leon's trying to be encouraging. Much less appreciate feeling like I'm some kind of circus freak who's on the verge of growing a worm head. And for the record, I'm not over the worm head, and I will never not be over the worm head anytime soon.
Never
It's
mind. Supposed to be some kind of obvious symptom before you turn into one of them anyway.
You talking about the parasite? Newsflash, mi amigo. The symptom is freaking wormhead. I'm not sure why El Jerko is so informed about the current situation. Maybe I should ask him a few questions. You condition much? Oh my god. I'm asking that. Just as I was about to probe the mystery, my gaze turned in horror to the villagers who was descending upon the cabin.
Look!
Now that I think about it, they have taken a really long time to walk what was seriously like 30 feet. I'd almost think they were zombies.
Ashley, upstairs.
Following Leon's command, I made my way toward the stairs. Before I ascended entirely, I took a brief glance back at my gun-toting haughty saviors. Good luck, Leon.
Okay.
It's game time.
And you too. Hey, wait a second, he forced me to introduce myself then didn't return the courtesy. Men.
Luis Serra. Cabin fever.
Once upstairs, I found a bureau and huddled inside. Adrenaline was coursing through my body, but with no way to expend it, I became nervous and fidgety. In an effort to distract myself, I pressed my ear close to the bureau door, listened carefully. Deja vu. At least it's not a garbage bin. Will Leon and Antonio really be able to deal with all those villagers? I guess we'll find out who's got the better plot armor. With the prospect of untimely demise on my mind, I can't help but feel guilty about what I said to El Nino. Oh my god. Sure, likening my breasts to violent weapons was questionable, but I can appreciate that he was trying to lighten the mood. A little levity is welcome next to Leon's relentless gravitas.
Time to play Nekopara on stream. Hell yeah.
I'd get wrecked. And to be fair, I was checking him too. Maybe I should apologize, assuming we survive. Oh shit, I blurted out when the pounding began. I know my etiquette instructor would be mortified to hear me say that, but screw her, she was never attacked by zombie cultists. Okay, Ashley, just calm down. Everything's gonna be fine. In times of great duress, it is prudent to relax the mind with calming imagery. Just like before. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Wow, 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 wow! I'm in heaven! You're in a serene forest, untouched by mankind. Wisps of honeysuckle tickle your nose. A delightful, ceaseless warbling glides down from the branches and caresses your ears. You are accompanied by your bodyguard, who is well equipped for the journey. The only thing tauter than his bicep is his trusty hunting bow, which he will stave off your enemies and your hunger. What up, Carl? How are you today? Welcome to Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition. You came at the perfect time. This is Resident Evil 4, but from Ashley's perspective. Also in your company is a handsome lumberjack who excels at chopping wood. Both his axe and his chest glisten with the dew of the forest. Fucking in your periphery, you spot a weird elf larper fiddling with his master sword. You pretend to ignore his lustful gaze while admiring his high cheekbones. Suddenly, a forest sprite appears. He leaps quickly between the branches, daring you to catch a glimpse of his tight pants. A sensation of joy permeates your being. Your GPA is higher than Jenna. Nobody has worm heads. Repeat, nobody has worm heads. Uh-oh, sounds like something crashed downstairs. Did the villagers manage to breach the door? Or maybe the windows? Listening closely, I could barely make out voice.
Ahí está. Agárralo.
Like I said, you're playing Resident Evil 4, but from Ashley's perspective. It is, it's great. It's marvelous so far. So right now we're in the cabin, where you would be Leon and Luis trying to kill everybody from breaking into the cabin. But Ashley is in a wardrobe, right? So she's just chilling there. You know, now that I think about it, we're in someone's house. Are we the intruders? What if this is the cultist community center? Property violations are such a messy legal territory.
It's like everyone in the whole village is here.
I guess you can't intrude when there's no one left to intrude upon. A stream of gunshots sounded from downstairs and moved progressively closer. Oh god, are they coming upstairs? Jesus, I have really got to ask Leon for one of his guns.
You trying to kill me?
Hey, are you trying to kill me? I held my breath and covered my ears as more gunshots were fired just outside of the bureau. Flash grenades in this tiny space? That can't be good for Leon's beautiful eyes.
Did you send those invitations? I told you no more than 50 people.
A confident quip or gallows humor? Well, I guess we'll know shortly. The gunshots persisted for another minute. I half expected to go deaf from all the noise. Then, without any warning, everything went quiet. The gunshots ceased, and I could hear footsteps descending the stairs. Propelled by curiosity, I peeked outside the bureau. Some bloodstains on the ground, but otherwise it was clear. I'm just so impressed by how the cultists disappear. So eco-conscious. I jumped out of the bureau and made my way downstairs. I found Leon and my forest hero conversing on the first floor. I was amazed that both men had survived and somehow looked none the worse for
So?
wear.
What do we do now?
The bridge I crossed to get here's out, so I guess we have no choice but to keep moving.
Bridge is out. Wait, did they burn it behind them? Also, how does he know that
I
already?
forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Louis,
So that's the Spaniard's name. So the Spaniard's name is Luis, huh? Too bad. Javier was really growing on me. At least now I can stop with the horrible racial epithets. I wonder what Luis's story is. He seems forlorn for the playboy type. I like a man who subverts expectations. We watched Luis walk away into the night. I glanced at Leon, who seemed rather solemn himself. How does he know Luis anyway? The guy doesn't seem like an agent. So much intrigue and drama, I feel like my brain is going to pop. Although that might just be from the ringing from all the gunshots. Blah. Episode 12. Listen to the sound of silence. With everyone gone but us, an unnerving quiet descended upon the cabin. The whole place felt painfully lonely. As if Leon shared my sentimentality, it surely wasn't reflected in his reload. I followed behind him, because really what else was I supposed to do? Still, I couldn't help but look back toward the bridge and wonder if I'd ever see Luis again. Hey, wait a second, this bridge isn't out. With the immediate danger behind us, Leon hustled around the area, grabbing convenience stores of ammo, sitting atop crates and logs, kind of like Christmas as imagined by the NRA. With spoils in tow, we headed toward the back gate where the villagers had flooded in from. Merchant man, you're alive! What? Leon approached the man as if the most natural thing in the world for him to be there, pawning his wares.
Got some rare
Things on sale for you, stranger.
I fucked up. Is he in cahoots with the villagers? Is that why they allow him to move about so freely? I don't want to believe that, so let's tap the old fallback plan. Magic. Oh, I feel a portmanteau coming on.
Stranger. Now that's a weapon.
There it is. I don't know. You know, like a genie ninja? It's the perfect foil to an evil
Not
wizard.
enough cash, stranger.
Not enough cash.
In seriousness, I'm a little overwhelmed by all these men and their mysteries. It's starting to be less Loretta Chase and more Agatha Christie. Wait, most people die in Agatha Christie novels.
Come back any time.
Clearly finished dealing with this guy, Leon proceeded into a small shed just off to the side. There's another one of those typewriters in the room. Without a hitch, Leon began typing away just like before. Documents lying next to it were a nice touch. Made it seem like an actual typewriter, not a government spy tech. Which it had to be, right? Leon started to pour over the documents. Oh my god! That scared me. I'm glad he's feeling dutiful enough to read stuff. The only paper I want to see in front of me is a joint. Well, I wonder if I really focus.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
Whoa, witness the power. Time to show me what you've got, Leon. His hair really is amazing, perfectly cut and seemingly immune to grease, blood, and other unmentionables. You know, I hope catching me isn't straining his shoulders too much. His arms are impeccably smooth. It's so rare to find a straight man who waxes. Oh no, don't tell me. Oh no, I only got to see 3! Oh god, Leon is looking right at me! Was I staring at him too lustily? And more importantly, does he mind? He looked like he was ready to move on, so I scooted out of his way. Hopefully I just looked like I was zoning out. Damn it, Leon, what are you thinking? His mind is a complete puzzle to me. I wish he'd throw me a bone. I'm not the master of unlocking over here. Dude, all these freaking callbacks. I love it. I love it. I followed close behind as we left the shed and glanced at that guy as we walked by. Mainly, I wanted to quietly assure him that he wasn't out of the running yet. I might have winked, I don't recall. Not that it mattered much. The blue wisp that caressed his hood revealed only an unwavering gaze. Say eyes are a window to the soul, but whoever wrote that forgot to mention that glass can be tinted. Oblivious to my romantic turmoil, Leon forged ahead to a small room embedded in the gate that contained a single lever. The lever only moved left or right, presumably corresponding to the two sides of the gate. I assume we had to make a choice. If anyone cares about my opinion around here, I choose... Doo-doo-doo. Thank you for the first aid, dude. Dude, we're going right to the El Gigante. Before I could chime in, Leon pushed the lever to the left. I considered making some cheeky remark about the sinister path. I couldn't afford to risk what few cool points I had with Leon, so I stayed quiet. Oh, excuse me. After pulling the lever, Leon traded his Magnum for a fancy-looking shotgun. Didn't explain why, but then I suppose the shotgun was explanation enough. Leon proceeded to the gate and I followed behind, not unlike a stray puppy. Hey, it's just like Dad is always saying. There's two ways to the top, Ashley. Take orders or kiss ass. And with Leon, I think both are in order. You know, now that I think about it, Dad primarily speaks to me in aphorism. In hindsight, that explains a lot. Ooh. As we ran through the open gate, I felt the silent looming of Dude's eyes on me. I was flustered at first, my mind brimming with anxious thoughts. It's just like The Bachelor season finale, except nobody's even pretending to be romantic. Does he think I'm cute? Is he calculating my black market value? Would he date me for a high price? I'll date you for a high price. I don't know anything. Staring back, I pleaded for some sign. Was he warning me? Judging me? Was it just his way of saying we'll meet again someday? Like later tonight after he teleports again? Get real, Ashley. The dude cosplays as the Grim Reaper. The possibility that I'm walking straight into hell is an open one. Welp. Dude be damned. I guess we're doing this. What are the odds that this door leads us out of this Mexican wilderness? Too hopeful? That's insensitive, Ashley. Mexicans aren't Spaniards, even if they are speaking the same version of Spanish. Wait, how do I know that? Right now I'm lecturing myself on political correctness while also being confused. I've got to escape this fever dream ASAP. Episode 13. Two roads diverged in a wood. On the other side of the gate, we didn't seem like we were anywhere safe at all. Oh hey, look over there! It's everyone's favorite portable dorm room! The garbage bin! I can't wait to hide in one of those again. This does not spark joy! The shrieking villager lady came rushing towards us, eager to entertain us with the classic sear the flesh of thine enemies routine. Excuse me, kind of like an episode of Jackass, except instead of being dumb, it's malicious and dumb. I guess you could say her bit backfired? Wait, that's a terrible joke to make. What's wrong with me? Anyway, we left the cultist to her brief cosplay of the Human Torch and made a beeline for the dumpster. Maybe if I grovel, he'll get in the dumpster with me. That'd be hot. More than being in it alone, which is very unhot. Ugh. Better get to lick every one of your abs for this, Leon. Axis of evil, that was close! I hopped in as dutifully as before, fell into the same shit squad as before, in the same empty dumpster as before. Hide! I lifted my head slightly, to snatch a final look, as if the visual itself was precious oxygen. The lid slammed shut above me, just as the breeze began raining down. I have to say, I'm impressed by not only the tidiness, but also the automation. It's rural Spain's greatest asset, that's for sure. So, Rebel Valhalla, this is Resident Evil 4, but from Ashley's perspective. So, we don't get to see anything. It's this is a fan-made game. It's like a visual novel of what Ashley thinks is going on during Resident Evil 4. So, I never imagined I would be commanded to inhabit a garbage bin, much less do it twice. The indignity of it all, am I right? Yes, completely Wait, who are you? You don't know? Come on, guess. Oh shit! Nope, no idea. We're all What's so funny? Your willful ignorance for starters. Don't you recognize your own self? Yeah, this is a fan game about Resident Evil 4 and yeah, it's great. It's great. It's beautiful. Thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. This is Ashley daydreaming about Leon's abs is the best way I can describe this. My own self? You're me? You have some other explanation for what I'd be in your head? Insanity? Not the question yet, but no, you might think of me as a spin-off. Those aren't usually any good. You're right, especially when the source material is shoddy to begin with. Ouch, you've got dead aim. I'll give you that. See, that's a knock at Resident Evil Dead Aim.
Oh my god!
Have you guys ever played Resident Evil Dead Aim? I actually have that game. Give yourself some credit after all. I'm just the ambassador of your more colorful qualities, what little there are. So you're my conscience? Please. This isn't one of your Hallmark movies, girl. It's survival. Take the sparkles out of your eyes and you'll find your emotional reserves are leaking out faster than your parents' sex tapes. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wait, my parents made a sex tape? Well, not together. Also, don't act like you didn't know. So I repressed some stuff. You can't blame me. No one can blame me. Let's stay on topic. You need to survive this. Leon's doing the heavy lifting. It won't mean much if your mind breaks. That's why I've been promoted to the foreground to help you cope. So, getting off tangent here. Resident Evil Dead Aim. It's a combination of third person and first person shooting. So you run around in third person, but when you aim, it goes to like if you guys play the light gun games, you know that you shoot at the screen. It's like that, and then you just do that. And it stars Bruce McGowan? I think that's his name. His name's Bruce for sure. I don't remember his last name. And some chick whose name I don't remember. It was mediocre. But if you wanted to look up a playthrough of it on YouTube, go for it. Because it is interesting part of the Resident Evil lore. Yeah, that stuff goes straight to your ass. Thanks, Mom. Hey, where'd you get those glasses? You like them? I wanted something that says deal with it. So I guess you're not going to go away, are you? Unless you stumble across a pile of ecstasy to bludgeon me into dormancy. Probably not. Just great. Well, if you're going to be floating around, should I call you something? I'm partial to Dark Side Chronicler myself, but it's your brain. I don't want to deny you the opportunity to use it for once. How about this? Trashly! Boom! Get it? Because we're in the trash? And you're, you know, brain trash. Doesn't feel so good, does it? You failed, Synapse. Well, whatevs, Graham Cracker. Dude, I've called her Ashley Graham Cracker so many times. Graham Cracker, just dredge up the worst feelings from high school, why don't you? Like your good buddy Cloud used to say, just having a little fun. You know what, you're not helping me at all, so I'm just gonna ignore you and listen for the sounds of Leon's victory instead. Girl, look at him! He ain't gonna... lay off, Trashly! I won't let you come between me and my dreams. So anyway, where was I? Alright, the sounds of Leon's victory. It does seem like some of the initial commotion subsided. I wonder what Leon is doing out there. And more importantly, how long he plans to leave me huddling in this dumpster. Oh, hear that, Trashly? What, the sound of you being summoned like a mutt? No, Trashly. 1 to 7, Code Veronica, and the Outbreaks. Nice! Dude, I love the Outbreaks, actually. I wish I would port them to Steam, and then that would be like my dream. That would be great. Being able to play Outbreak on Steam. Amazing. Is America. Wait, what did she say? What's that? No, Trashly, that sound is America. If by that you mean white, powerful men patronizing women with the pretense of autonomy, that's a resounding fuck yeah. Listen, if you're just gonna be a negative Nancy, why don't you just go fortify my neurons or something? Well, sure, I'll hang back in the occipital lobe and take notes about how to woo older men. Which lobe was the occipital again? I'll forget it. Or forget about that. Leon awaits. So I play pretty much all horror games. And I speedrun a lot, so... I speedrun... The Resident Evil games I speedrun are RE7, RE1, and RE2. I'm so excited for Resident Evil 3. I'm so pumped! I just want it to be April already. I already have it pre-ordered. Hi. It's all good. Every single ab, Leon! I actually just did a Resident Evil marathon where I played Resident Evil 1, Chris, Jill, Resident Evil 2, Leon, Claire, then and finished it with Resident Evil 3. That's America for you. Are you playing that song or... Yeah, you're pretty musically challenged, but I did my best. I call it good old Plan B. Whatever, I'd rather just know what's up with this place. All its dumpsters. Do these things magically transfer items from one location to another? Is that their true purpose? You were literally just in one and didn't teleport. And again, maybe there's a weight limit. Why would magical boxes be bound by trivialities like... Wait, you're making a fat joke, aren't you? I see cleverness as a side effect on pigging out on Cinnabons. That's a low blow, Trashly. A low blow indeed. No lower than the blow you gave that football captain, am I right? Oh shit! Trashly going in. Bad, Trashly, bad! That memory is between me and God, and Kyle. Focus, bitch. I'm trying to keep you grounded. Now don't you think this is a trap? Now don't you think this is a trap is a little more empirically possible than the dumpsters are teleportation boxes? Just a little? Think people would do that? Let's go to Spain and lay traps? Proof is in the pudding, honey. I guess you're right. Oh hey, you know Spanish? I seem to have inherited what little you retained from high school, yes. Sweet, well if you're just gonna blurt out your opinion anyway, mind translating as needed? Pretty please? I'd be honored, your dumpiness. And turn off that jazz that you've been playing. I hate jazz. I know you do. Is it really so dangerous out there that Leon can't take me with him? Anything's better than being in a garbage bin. What was that? And why is it so close to me? You really need me to translate chainsaw? No, but I would like to amend my previous complaint. I've never been more grateful to be in a garbage bin. Well, you better hope your boy Wonder can manage some power tools, or that gratitude's gonna evolve into starvation. Yeah, I speedrun a lot of Remake 2. Claire A and Claire B. I don't know Leon's route, but I like Claire, so I speedrun Claire. Don't jinx it, please. This is often the case when one experiences events from within a dumpster. I can only listen to notes. For a time, my metal prison hummed with the distant hellish melody of chainsaw bullets and human screams. And then silence.
You were almost a Jill sandwich.
We were almost the Jill sandwich. Why isn't he whistling? What's going on? Leon, you're okay! Oh, I see. That Game Pass is actually really good. You know, it gives you some pretty good stuff. I hurled myself out of the dumpster and inhaled fiercely. I looked around, but between the darkness and thunder, I couldn't tell where Leon was. Trashly, is this one of those helping moments you're apparently here for? Yakuza 0! I love the Yakuza series. Kinda busy right now, if you couldn't hear. This cheaply produced mute music doesn't just make itself, you know. Oh, come on. Well, considering you're standing on the circular platform with a hole in the middle, I'd say your dreamboat is likely waiting for you in the harbor below. Admittedly, it took me a second to dissect the metaphor, but then Leon came into view and all was well with the world. All aboard! Ah, men's muscles, the original safe space. Lol, you thought your dad was tone deaf. What are you going on about now? Look around you. Barbed wire, sandbag barricades, funneling structures, and lookout towers. Up until very recently, a bunch of very dead people thought this was their safe space. And then the walking embodiment of the US military complex barged in and fucked their shit up. Your safety, their annihilation. Hey, don't try to make me feel guilty about this. I didn't decide to be kidnapped. Dude, in Yakuza, I spend so much time doing literally, like, going and playing baseball or going to karaoke. And what decision do you think these villagers made? I suppose they deserve death because you hopped into the car of a dude who takes fashion advice from the WWF. Look at your boy band singer turned secret agent here. He's purchasing your future with blood. Why do you think he's so stoic? It's not because he's cool. So he can lower his therapy bill. You don't know anything about Leon. I'm pulling my data from the same source as you, honey. No, I know what you're trying to do. Feeding on my insecurities. Trying to make me feel like I'm the only one at fault. You're an emotional parasite. Would making the obvious joke spoil our relationship? God, didn't I tell you to shut up? Yeah, but you also asked me to translate as needed. I thought that might extend to moral clarity. My bad if not. You want to help so bad, go convince my bladder to hold on to its liquid gold investment for a little bit longer, and also shut up. I'll do what I can until you find a can. What a lame pun. Which means I'm lame. Darn it. Oh no, more villagers! Another dumpster? Why, God? Apparently tired of all this malarkey. Leon need a flash grenade. Oh, I can't see. Yo, Fallen Order? Nice. God, dude. That's a cool game. Bush kind of bolted toward the exit. Villagers quickly regaining their eyesight and with it their zeal for murder. Leon hurriedly lifted the bar blocking the door. I wonder how far this goes. Gondolados. The large gate closed behind us, like the maw of a creature made brittle by time. The area before us seemed to be something of a cliffside. I looked right and saw an opposing door, the exit, I imagined, to the path I thought to take. It's like that Robert Frost poem. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and something, that has made all the difference. What I'm saying is, I'm grateful that my body isn't in cubes. Leon pushed boldly ahead, seemingly unfazed by tranquility and terror alike. Exactly how I'd want my husband to be. Situated between the paths was a large gate adorned by a mask with one glowing red eye. Leon inspected the emblem briefly and then moved away toward the trail sloping off to the left. My eye, Leon inspected the... Game! I wasn't finished reading. Top of the stairs, we stepped onto a gondola loading platform embedded in the mountainside. Love the patchwork sheet metal aesthetic they got going. Really reminds you of crippling poverty. The gondola cars moved up and down the line, so innocently committed to their electric... destiny. It reminded me a lot of the American Rust Belt. Charming as an idea, in a third world sort of way. Oh, nice! You play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh? I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh since... Synchro? Before Synchro. What was the one before Synchro? What was that? But I was all about it as a kid. It was just Fusion, right? I don't know. I couldn't like tell you off the top of my head. It's been a while. Okay, so we're on a rickety old gondola car, suspended who knows how many feet over the Spanish abyss. But it's cool, we're cool. Not like anyone else would be riding this thing at this time of night, right? Surely you already know the answer to that question. Well, I do now. I wish I could see what's going on. Maybe they're able to help with that for real? Check it! What? Am I seeing what Leon is seeing? How in the name of glorious abs is this possible? Just a little repurposing of your overactive imagination. Wow. Wait, what are you saying? Just shut up and enjoy the shoot bang. Man, Leon is such a good shot in my imagination. Lord Sen. Exactly. Fusion sequel and then XYZ. XYZ! That one. I remember that. My brother was into it more than I was. So he kept up with it. I wonder if he's still here. John, are you still here? But he kept up with it more than I did. So I was always more of a... I played a lot of Shadowverse. And I'd like to think those were just lone cultists making a pilgrimage of sorts. The narrow plates represent their perilous finances, while the derelict gondola speaks to their hopes and being economically relevant. But that sweet reload is making me suspect it's another ambush. I'll tell you, I haven't been this pursued since that little tabloid misadventure in my senior year. Good times. Oh, you do? You go to tournaments and everything? That's sick, dude. Yeah, they do have that phone game. Duel Links? I think it's called Duel Links. I actually played a little bit of that. It was pretty fun. I huddled close to Leon's back, partly to avoid being hurled off the gondola by the recoil movement, and partly to assess whether he smelled like sandalwood. And he smells like blood and sawdust, but that never deterred anyone. Hey, down in frontal lobe, you mind? The show's about to come back on. Sorry. Sick! Damn, if only sex were that satisfying. I mean, with Leon, knowing your luck, he'd probably have a micro penis. That's not the worst thing. And give lousy oral. No, not you too, Leon! Wait, what happened? What happened? Am I alive? Well, more alive than that guy. I'll give Leon credit. He knows the right way to avenge a woman's honor, which is swiftly. So the phones you get. Oh yeah. I think my brother also played that. I don't know. There's a lot that I have to be educated on in the Yu-Gi-Oh scene. I'm already done with this thought. Now it's stable ground. I took inventory of my pain. Yeah, seems like a pretty good amount. I'm lucky that my face is free of hatchets, sure. Gratitude is a poor substitute for Tylenol. Leon leaned towards me with some kind of canister in hand. Are we gonna graffiti their gondola? Because I'm feeling exactly that spiteful. Whoa, why is he aiming that at me? What is this? Pesticides keep bugs from eating my battered flesh? Weird, it smells like plants. Like pot plants? Not that I know anything about pot or have any experience with pot panics. Huh, all of a sudden there's a tingly feeling in my head. I can feel the thaw starting to get far away. And I feel like chuckling, oh my god, this is pot! Wow, I'm feeling like really good, like so good, that I almost forgive that accidentally madman. I mean, he was just doing what his heart told him to do. Can I really be any different? Would any of us? Oh, so all the cards are available? That's like the best thing. Because, I don't know, like stuff being behind stuff that you have to unlock everything. It's like, oof. We moseyed our way over to a long staircase leading downward and proceeded not surprisingly in that direction. We continued along the path at the bottom, soon came upon who else?
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Not only did he beat us down here, but he somehow did so while also carting around boxes of ammo? And what the hell with those torches? Are they collapsible? I think I'm becoming attracted to this man based purely on his mysteriousness. Surely that's not healthy. And neither are macarons, and by God, I love those little morsels. Spirals. I have no idea. I'll be honest, I have no idea what that is. Leon wrapped up pretty quickly with Dude. But I guess we did already see him, like 30 minutes ago. We resumed our jog down to the path and soon ran to another door. Not unlike the ones, blah, 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 blah. Naturally, we proceeded without any concern for our safety. Blah, 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 blah. Episode 15, Who Cut the Big Cheese? Would you take a look at that, dude? It's Forrest, dude. I have that sound clip. Would you take a look at that? I think it's look, exclamation point look. Like shooting dinos counter spirals directly. Oh, so you're going to
just take a look at this.
Oh, take a look at this. See, close. It's Forest. So you play directly counter to the meta. I respect that. That reminds me of playing that song Dark Black Forest on DDR. A long way to go, honey, he said. I know, but I'm afraid. Where are we going, she asked. Into the Dark Black Forest. The narrow path found out into a dead end featuring a solitary ramshackle warehouse type place. I bet 10 Spanish dollars that they keep the cultist Kool-Aid there. That's why we've come, right? To find an antidote to the evil within? Dude, there's so many references, I love it. So, the director of Resident Evil, Shinji Mikami, after he left Capcom to do his own thing, created the evil within. So that's the thing right there. The reference. As we approached the door of the building, I swallowed hard, trying to fight back the encroaching sense of loneliness and radiating hardcore from this place. So I tried to seem brave, if only for Leon's sake.
You better stay outside.
You better stay outside.
Ashley, go hide.
Yeah.
Well, that's a load off. Time to cower. Alright, Ashley, where are we going? There wasn't exactly a ton of hiding spots. I thought it would be unwise to back myself into a corner.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that scared me. I nestled myself between a nearby tree and some weird log shed. For my excessively dingy cover, I watched Leon carefully open the door and become one with the darkness. I wonder what Leon's going in there for. Maybe to meet another secret agent. That doesn't explain why I have to hide. Oh, unless he thinks they might double-cross him. Drama. She's just chilling right here. At the same time, it seems pretty dangerous just to leave me out here. In the open. In the middle of a forest. In the dead of night. Oh crap, I just remembered I'm vulnerable and terrified. I never thought I would miss the dumpster. Garbage sanctuary! What is happening? Oh my god! The building is on fire. I mean, wow, I didn't know backstabbing could happen that quick outside of General Hospital. I didn't really want to leave my hiding place, but I was also afraid of what attention of a flaming warehouse might draw among the saddle-bound. Bereft of good ideas, I moved to the other side of the shed and desperately wished I could curl into a morph ball and just roll out of here. Instead, I squatted intensely and watched nervously for any sign of Leon. Each passing second burned away a little more of the rope of my hope. My hope rope, you might say. For a moment, I was petrified by the thought that Leon had been murdered. So much for Trashley being here to help me cope. Then again, it's kind of funny that she did literally get bludgeoned into dormancy. Listening more closely, I could hear noise coming from the warehouse. It sounded like bullets and shrieking? Rather unholy medley. But if it signals a struggle, that means that Leon's alive. Give him hell, Leon, because otherwise, yeah, I'm dead. Another few minutes passed, and eventually the sound dissipated. I took a chance and ran up to the building, trying to hear better, while avoiding the first-degree burns. I heard something collapse, but it wasn't from the inside. I peeked over the corner to the side of the building. I half expected to see Bro standing there. Actually, do you know about this? Did he tip off the secret agent? Is he the secret agent? Did he teleport into the building? Is it the coat? Is it the source of his power? So many questions. As if to undercut my mounting anxiety, Leon tumbled through the hole in the side, rolling coolly to his feet.
Are you okay?
Rolling coolly to his feet. Oh my gosh, Leon is safe! I'm safe! Woo, take that, dude! You potential traitor! I ran up to Leon, who looked a little scuffed and bruised. Good look on a man, I might add. Shows character.
Baka! Hit that!
You're a baka hentai. Maybe I should inquire further about the preceding incidents. You know, so that he knows that I'm thinking about him. Oh well, I guess you don't have to. It was just a thought. Cries. Oh! Oh! Poor Ashley. The egg, the bass, and other things. The bass? Bass? Made our way back to the gondola station, but before boarding, Leon turned his gaze toward the towering silhouette looming over the darkness. Is that a castle? It's huge! So huge, I'm not sure how I missed it before. Oh. Right. Anyway, it'd be nice if someone there could help us, like a prince. A rich, handsome, filthy, fucking rich prince. Oh. Oh, what if Luis is actually a prince? Like he became disenchanted by wealth and decided to commit his life to the people after he realized that he had been denied the luxuries he had so long taken for granted, like light bulbs. Honestly, yeah. I don't see a lot of like Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's an untapped market. It's free real estate. Do. Leon's share looks nice. Wisps of fog only accentuate his excellent jawline, and his arms so smooth and defined. It's not
Baka! Hit that!
That's Ashley. Not often you find a guy who can balance muscle and metro. I wonder what else he keeps shaved. Oh baby. Dirty thoughts. Sure is quiet without the threat of assault. Might not get many opportunities like this to chat with Leon. Maybe he'll talk to me about something, but what? Hey Leon? About the merchant. So hey, can I ask you about that merchant guy?
Can, but I don't have a lot to tell you.
Wait, are you saying you don't know who he is?
Nope, just met him a couple hours ago.
He sounds kind of Australian, don't you think?
Yeah, clearly he's not from around here. Got some good stuff, though.
Aren't you afraid he might be playing both sides?
I wouldn't be surprised. I think they'd be shooting at us more if he had sold them artillery.
Dude, creature, this is the best thing ever. Welcome, dude. I guess you're right about that. How do you think he moves from place to place so fast?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask him next time.
Maybe I will. If rich people soirees haven't anywhere prepared me for that kind of small talk. No, it doesn't. It doesn't show any lewd, Ashley. So hey, I noticed that you don't respect space-time. That's pretty cool. What's the pay like? Unfollows. Feels bad, man. So that spray you used on me earlier, what was that?
That's a little tough to explain.
Try me.
You remember your father shooting off those missiles at Raccoon City?
Yeah, where the virus broke out, right?
Right. There was a company that caused the outbreak, Umbrella. They developed a lot of things, most of them dangerous. When they shut down, the government confiscated a whole bunch of their research and products.
This is the first I've heard of this.
Not exactly common knowledge. Point is, some of their research had merit. A medicinal spray, for instance. Little gift from the lab team.
Oh, but isn't the merchant guy selling that exact canister?
Yeah, that's almost certainly contraband. Umbrella had a bunch of cover operations in Europe. Some of their stuff was bound to end up on the black market. Somebody's gonna have it, might as well be us, right?
That makes sense. So is it anything like pot?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Oh, just, lucky guess.
Don't worry, I won't tell your parents.
Smoke weed every day. Da 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 da. The gondola came to a hole, and with it, my fantasy of continued conversation. Onward, I guess. We jogged down the small hill and walked up to the large wooden door that Leon had inspected earlier. Leon began sifting through his pockets. I wonder if he, swiped a key from the secret agent before he Oh my god. Sweet, merciful Jesus! First off, ew. Secondly, maybe I should have asked about what went down in that warehouse. Thirdly, scratch number 2, I made the right choice by not asking. So I actually used to stream on Twitch for 2.5 years. And yeah, it felt really stagnant, especially for smaller streamers. And then a lot of the drama concerning the bigger streamers, and I was just like, But I moved to Mixer at the end of November, and I really like it here. Mixer's really nice. It's a lot of nice people here. Very, very good. Neo 4, Mr. X mod went. Okay. So after this, I have the Mr. X mod for Resident Evil 2. It's all set up and ready to go. At times, I'd like to say that this whole thing has become really unpleasant to my eyes. Bum bum bum. This is Ashley's perspective in Resident Evil 4. We stepped through the gate and... Okay, now hold on a second, me. Can we stop and ponder the fact that a total hottie just opened the door with a person's eyeball? Is that not the very definition of insane? I mean, these people don't even have toilets, and they're building doors with retina scanners? I lived in a gated community, so glass houses and all that, but this wealth gap is wild. Whew. Okay, I'm good now. Just had to clear the air. Continue, me. Why, thank you, Ashley. I'd be happy to. Where was I? Oh, right. The other side of the gate was a very tight path leading up. I mean, I still watch some people on Twitch, I made some good friends over there, so I still support them. But you gotta choose, the right communities. It's not like we're trying to escape an area bristling with hostility or anything. What's that rumbling sound? I swung my head backwards, paranoid by the villagers. Leon had blinded, finally regained their... Oh, okay. Regained their sense and came to enact vengeance. Nobody behind us, and I thought for a second that maybe Trashley was pulling some brain wires. And I looked at Leon, whose grip on his pistol signaled that I was a fool looking in the wrong direction. Oh my god, is that a truck? On this tiny road? We'll be crushed, which is almost certainly to the point. I mean, if we just go back through the door, even if they crash through the gate, the momentum would probably cause them to fly over the cliff. Am I a genius or what? I thought about bolting, but Leon held firm. If I run now, it might distract him, and he might also think I'm a complete coward. I don't want him to think I don't trust him. Men love a girl with undying certainty in their manly ability to succeed amidst unreasonable odds. Need to make the right choice. Truck that, run! No, we're trusting Leon. Call out Alinity. She put her money where her mouth was, and we moved here. Never logged back there. Nice! Yeah, that's one of the things. I was just like, man, you can't do that. Because, okay, so I have 2 dogs and 2 cats, right? And I would feel, awful if anything happened to them. So, As buoyed by my conviction, Leon stepped back and raised his weapon to the night. Granted, I'm still petrified by the prospect that he's just going to stand his ground against a 2-ton vehicle. But hey, more cowering can only enhance my feminine charm. crazy clap, dude. It's like he's telling me to be his wife. As I began to plan out our wedding, we slipped past the flaming truck and continued up the path. We booked it up the rest of the path toward the castle, size of which only continued to astound. Someone is definitely compensating for something. With the villagers doing their best impression of a stampede, Leon and I looked honestly at each other. We both knew there was only
On the
one
other side
option.
of the bridge.
Yeah. As the villagers drew uncomfortably near, I looked at Leon for guidance. He flicked his eyes at the crank to my
Take
left.
that one.
Okay.
Look at the rust on this thing, and I thought I've gone too long without a loving touch. Focus, Ashley. Cultists! Cultists with torches! I took hold of the handle and looked at Leon for his signal. It was going to be more quiet body language, but I imagined a seductive wink, blown kiss combo. Anything to keep the spark alive.
Ready?
Wow, actual words. I'm so motivated. Let's push this crank, Noodle Arms. Push it real good. Wow, we did it. Does this qualify us for a relationship upgrade? I mean, it's not quite dodging ancient traps in unison yet. I think there's real potential. Experience so far doesn't give me a lot of confidence about what we'll find in this castle. But in the absence of definitive danger, I'm still gonna leave the rich handsome prince at least. Oh my god! Woo! Alright, guys. So that was part 1. There's only part 1 out yet. For Resident Evil Otome Edition. You can buy this yourself. I paid $2 for it. Just look up RE4 Otome Edition, and you should be able to find it. Pretty easy. Let's move back. Shout out to Shimmersoft. Shout out to Shimmersoft. They gave me a game key to the game I played 2 days ago. If you guys were here for that. And they showed me this game. They were like, you know, this is cool. If you loved our first game, you'll love this one. And I thought this was hilarious as well. So shout out to them. And yeah, let me set up some RE2 and we'll get to that. So give me 2 seconds.